Evka and Antoine need us in here. Got it?
Got it.
Back again. Good to go? You need anything? Got something in mind? You know where to... You're keeping busy. Heading out.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is sound. We'll stand together and see it through. We won't fail.
Tell Evka we're ready.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
He's an old guy. How long has he been alive? He's probably seen many Blight Wars.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
We follow Evka's plan together.
We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
We should get back to Evka.
They're coming. They're coming.
sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
It's coming from the glade.
Let's move. Can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel's the only place that's still alive. I wonder if that drew the Darkspawn.
We're not off the hook yet.
Hitting us from range. We're not done yet. Go to work. Here we go. Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke. Fast spot, move! We can do this.
All right, be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there. Or head to the farmlands.
Rook! We've got things covered here. Grab supplies if you need them.
Thanks.
The horn! That one came from the gate.
Come on.
We've got backup. Let's push them back.
Get clear. You gotta move.
More on the way.
Got it. I'm ready.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
Antoine. What's that?
Something evil.
A strange calling in the Blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
I don't know.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
Yeah.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
If we're giving Evka credit, then I won't argue.
Fine.
he's
Credit
allowed.
taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject,
Right. After the battle, the Blight sounded strange. But you felt something more, didn't you?
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
What does that mean?
we don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Antoine, are you okay?
What? Yes, of course. I'm fine. We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
Antoine's got to be careful.
Antoine, what's on your mind?
It's like there's a pattern in the Blight, and no pattern at all. But always something pulling.
How's Lavendale?
After our victory, people told stories, sang songs.
It was good to see people laughing.
It was hard after Wise helped.
Yeah.
It's not something you shake overnight.
No.
People put on brave faces, but they'd lost hope. When that happens,
Everything
But there
crumbles.
is hope now. It started
Yeah,
with
we
the fight
killed
against
two
the dragons.
dragons.
It continues now, in Lavendale.
you helped make it happen. Harding, I heard about stone sense growing up, but not like yours. How's it feel?
I have to concentrate, but it's like finding a part of me in the dark. As if the stone's an extension of myself.
Wow. The Dwarven Tigers would debate making you a paragon.
What? No, I'm not. No.
You're from Orzammar, right? The Dwarven Tig?
An underground city. I left to join the Grey Wardens. The sky was huge. Turns out rain is terrible. Sparrows, though. I liked them. I liked a lot of what I found after.
Antoine, you worked in a country home before the Wardens, right?
Yes, I was a servant back in Orlais. That's where I became a warden. Being attacked by Darkspawn, that's rare in Orlais. The other servants got away. I got blighted.
The others got away because you distracted the Darkspawn. And it was days before anyone found you.
Before you found me, we would not have met otherwise.
Can you really hear the gods in the Blight?
Not words, just a feeling, but a real one.
Right. Like an echo. But you can't tell what it's saying.
I don't think I'd want to.
How are things going?
We're continuing to look into the Blight here. Its forms, how it acts.
For every answer, there's another question. Secrets lurking ever deeper. Rook, good to see you.
I guess that's it for that.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about the tree. Said it was very...
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack wardens on sight, even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
What about the wardens?
Blight's distracting them.
Mercenaries. Watch ahead.
Take whatever you find.
Already on it.
No witnesses. Take whatever's on them.
For profit works for me.
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it.
Profiting off the Blight?
We'll put a stop to it. Killed. These aren't Darkspawn wounds. Enough of us fell. He survived Weishaupt to be murdered here.
Please? You...
We got the last warden who found us. We'll got you too.
On behalf of the wardens, you'll pay for that. This isn't the last of them.
Now, where were we? Oh, right. Lace, you grew up among humans, right? Do you believe in the Maker?
Come to think of it, I don't know anymore. But I don't think an indifferent god... is better than an evil one.
I've got eyes on Rhino. Someone follow up.
We're losing hard.
Together.
Bring the pain! Tougher than advertised!
End it now!
On me, together!
Ranged incoming!
Bottom!
Finish them now!
That's it for the mercenaries.
It's a weight off the wardens.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
Follow me and don't recall the bones beneath the creek.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned. We stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that, too.
Reading the update. So, a part of my gameplay is getting a harem of everyone in my party to be in love with me. And it's clear that Antoine is in love with Evoca. Like, I don't know if it's because she's his savior, she saved him, and he's just like following her around like a puppy dog. But he says, "There's no one I trust more in this world than Evka. ... But you can be second." Like, Antoine, keep it in your pants. Keep it together, Antoine. I know I'm a hot thing. I'm a hot tamale. I got a nice booty. You can see it as I'm running away. But keep it to yourself, or you're definitely gonna be next on my list.
All right, just tell him. At the Chantry, Spite, you know what happened. I don't.
All right. You want to know what I'm thinking? It's less about the demon, more about the blood magic. There's something knotted up in there. And if you're waiting for me to look at you different, hate to disappoint. No, that's a lie. I enjoy it.
I think I want to say thank you, but I'm not sure.
I get that a lot.
Don't be flirting with my man. Oh, everybody's in this fucking house. Jesus. All right. Oh, what are you doing up there with my woman? Look, I do want everyone to get along, but I can be a little bit jealous. I'm a jealous type, okay? What's going on here?
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
If you're gonna start fires or earthquakes, take it outside.
Yes, Mother.
That what it's like for you with warden crap?
Neither of you are casting spells. These are just things you can do.
Yeah. You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Rook's a lucky woman.
Yep.
What? Harding, get off my man. Woman, get off of her. The fuck? What do you mean Rook's a lucky woman? The fuck does that mean? Fucking, oh my god. I mean, I do want all my people to be happy, but Jesus. I'm a jealous type. Got it?
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloomhowler back at the Cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
Oh.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Mournwatch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloomhowler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word. For covenant. Like a promise. Or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and Warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
They were a warden.
It was a warden. It's one of us.
Hunting a monster is one thing, but a warden gone bad? What will it do to the griffins?
It kept talking about saving them. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Everything.
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Wait, what? Wait, I'm the inspiration behind your tingles? Interesting.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest.
What's the
It's
rest?
impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together.
Mhm.
You're a good person.
Well,
really.
thank you. I wouldn't say that. I'm just trying to get a harem.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Alright, well. That's funny. It's always cool how it looks dark there.
Good taste.
Okay, onward to the tasks at hand. Okay, I can go to Necropolis with Emmerich. That's gonna be the last thing I do, so I'm gonna do the first 3 things. I'm gonna do this one first. I wanted to bring the Veil Jumper because she hasn't got out more. But Tosh has this thing. The fire breathing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But Lara hasn't been out in a lot. I haven't really traveled with Lara.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
That's
great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good?
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations.
He doesn't want to move
Come.
on.
We have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
I don't like how I have to... I feel like I'm gonna have to choose whether he stays alive or moves on to the afterlife.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Is it me?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkas? She's a lich?
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkas was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkas avoided?
The spirits of the Necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a Watcher, Hezenkas is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whim. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
His parents?
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkaren, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course. The choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
It'd be impossible, I agree.
father gives me an allowance.
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia. She's loose in Darktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Aelia's Venatori are at war. That might slow Aelia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the Threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Aelia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
You're worried about her.
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
Darktown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Aelia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Aelia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Aelia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours, no catch.
There's always a catch. Besides, I thought Threads protect their streets.
Oh, the Venatori will end up bloody.
This is war. We find Aelia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Darktown's ours.
To Darktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To a better Darktown, and doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
All right. Time to find those missing people and kill us in Aelia. Winterfells, Sana Nagat. Sana.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way, and be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
That's why you brought me.
I'm liking this music that they have going on.